Benny, you are with the Uguru Travel.
That's right.
Right. Tell us what you do.
Basically, we wanted to, the time back is 3 years ago when I finished my the last work with American Express. So I saw the tremendous increase for the Chinese family travel. So we very much to tell people we are leading expertise for the Chinese family travel, in particularly for the multi-generation Chinese family members, because some of you, if you know the Chinese culture, we are very, family-oriented. So we travel in the 3 or 4 generations sometimes together. They have different needs, different demanding in something. Yeah.
And as a family-oriented culture, how does that fit into this European lifestyle picture? What do you do if you're a Chinese family, you're traveling Europe, and you want to experience European lifestyle?
Just like the previous, the speaker, there's a tremendous, fascinating culture, history, civilization for the United States, and the same way, I think, from the Chinese as well. And in particularly, I think we're talking about United Kingdom, and it is not in the Schengen visa. So somehow to make it more outstanding. So this recent years after the visa has been relaxed to the Chinese citizen, we have the opportunity to obtain the 2 years the visa. So become, the trip is more available. So generally speaking, I think the Chinese are very, opposite. There's a great amount of the opposition about the European cultures, in particular for the museum, some theme park, shopping as well, that sort of thing.
And with all the trends you've been hearing today, with the individual traveling and also the not so fast-paced itineraries anymore, what is the most significant you've heard today from some of the other speakers, Ponty and from the youth travel, from the WISE Confederation, do you think?
I think obviously you can see I'm Chinese because through our perspective, we can tell China is a very different market. It's very much differentiated to the other market. And for example, as how do you to definite the luxury? That's one of the topic. Is that means you're going to spend a lot of money? Yes or no? Or maybe sometimes emotionally you have a lot of the content because some special event or program has been arranged for you, in particularly in sort of the set up environment. So I quote some the reference maybe for the audience. Usually we see there's 4 the elements about the Chinese luxury travel. They travel like small size of group, 4 people, relatives or friends. They travel together. And for the luxury traveler from China, usually travel 2.7 times a year through the whole year. So that is the frequency they travel. They usually travel 1 time in the neighbor country, Southeast Asia, and they are the 1.7 or 2 times a little bit further. And recent years, we can see the trend that they go to somewhere, maybe it's a very, minority, people actually would like to travel. From the Madagascar, probably it's very popular to the Europe, but it's not really the big trend in China. So they would like to travel to them there. And certainly, in terms of the hotel accommodation, I can give you a sort of the idea. It's about 2,300 local RMB. They would like to pay per night per room. So that equivalent to the US dollars about $300, that sort of thing. And the top of the list, I think, if I'm not wrong, the top 3 for the 2018 is still in Europe. Yeah, that's the thing.
When we met just 15 minutes ago, I was puzzled because you said, I have 200 to 300 families as my clients.
That's right.
Okay, and I was thinking of myself as a family guy. whenever we are trying to decide in my family where to go, somebody wants to go to the beach and the kids want to go to the city and I just want to go sailing. And it's always a big argument. And so
Well, women decide in
the
China.
women decide
Very
always.
much.
Okay. It's the same, I guess.
I never have my vote, for my family travel anyway. I have 3 ladies at home anyway.
Yeah. But tell me, so what about this FIFA segment? Will you ever have Chinese families saying, hey, let's go watch the FIFA championships, or let's go to Barcelona, watch the game, or is it going to the nature? Where do you see the trend? What's the next thing? Let's go to Sweden, go fishing. We can't do that in Shanghai. Or what do we see? What's the trends in the family segment that you see?
I will see, when we see look at the segment of the family travel in China, we actually focus on the wife, daughter, or kids. Because more and more we practice, the more and more we learn. Actually, the mom actually have the very oriented decision to make decision where they go, how much they're going to spend. And but recent years, they very much, that 1990, well, this is the background always, So in 1979, the one-child family in China, because the kids can be very oriented, very spoiled in the whole families. Sometimes the 2 family, parents-in-law and parents, that sort of thing. So more and more we see, we learn a lot of the Chinese kids actually played a very essential role as well. They say, Mom, I want to go to Paris for the Disney. Or say, Mom, I want to go to United Kingdom. I want to, to maybe like the boat in the Cambridge, that sort of thing as well. So I will say the mom and the kids will play very essential role for the whole itinerary. But the one thing interesting, because after millennium generation, I mean, a lot of the people, a lot of they are usually studying abroad. They have very good education. They have a very, they know where they're going. They're very determined. They sometimes just tell me, I want to go to, for example, Argentina. Why you go to Argentina? I want to go to the Mendoza. Why you go to the Mendoza? I heard that I'm going to do some, piece of land. I want to buy a piece of land just to do some my personalized, vineyard, one tape, to do some wine. So they have very precisely, accurate, desirable product in their mind already. They eventually said, Benny, I want to stay this hotel, LHW, SLH hotel. They know exactly.
So they know exactly and what they want and tell you to get that for them.
This is kind of a trend that I found, yeah.
So do you also find that there's new destinations coming out in your segment with the families?
Yeah.
They want to go new places?
I think so, because this is why we attend the different events. The most recent years, I think we very much focus on the South America and Caribbean, that sort of place. Because still, a lot of the, the Songshan, this is sort of the very popular, very easy-going destination for the Chinese family, for the family-oriented travel. So we still want to find the more, the destination like this sort of thing, and to provide a good product for them.
Yeah, and just in the previous section, you were trying to make a point about educational travel. Would you like to repeat that?
Well, I mean, I hope don't cause any trouble or confusion here, because personally, we are actually we are working with, Basmo Education here. I wouldn't think they are mentioned, their mind, I mentioned their name anyway, because we send the kids to the UK over 23 different boarding schools. So this is why when the speaker to point out the age between, that specific range, but honestly, it doesn't affect to the China market. Yeah. So this is why I would like to know, I'm learning here actually, I wanted to know if as a professional, been working in this industry been many years, what is the China looks like in the future, in particular for the youth travel. I think that is what I'm trying to say.
Thank you.